Today I'm going to show you how to make this echo effect in Premiere Pro. To begin, let's use the type tool to add text. Then, in the Essential Graphics panel, adjust the size and alignment to your preference. Next, uncheck Fill and add a stroke. I'm going to use white for this tutorial. Now, head to the Effects panel and search for the echo effect. Apply it to the text layer. In the Effects Controls panel, set a keyframe for scale and move 10 frames ahead by pressing Shift and the right arrow key twice. Add another keyframe and increase the scale to 140. Then, move 10 frames ahead and decrease the scale to 100. Repeat this process a few times for a pulsing effect. Once done, adjust the number of echoes to 8 and the decay to 0.8. Feel free to customize further as desired. And there you have it. Thanks for watching and until next time. Today I'm going to show you how to make an animated progress bar in Premiere Pro. To begin, select the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. In the Essential Graphics panel, adjust the roundness to 25 and change the color to green. You can also change the color to your preference. Now duplicate the rectangle layer on your timeline. Next, navigate back to the Essential Graphics panel. Disable the fill option and apply a stroke. Adjust the stroke width to your liking. For me, it's typically set to 30. In the Effects Controls panel, disable Uniform Scale and set the height scale to 120 and the width scale to 105. Next, from the Effects tab, apply the crop effect to the first rectangle layer. To animate the progress bar, select the crop effect. In the program monitor, adjust the right line to hide the progress bar. Then, set a keyframe. Move this keyframe to the beginning of the layer. Next, move the right line to the end of the progress bar and set another keyframe, placing it at the end of the layer. You can adjust the speed of the progress bar by moving the keyframes as desired. To make the animation more interactive, add from the Effects tab the Venetian Blinds effect. In the Effect Controls panel, change the transition completion to 50, direction to 25 and width to 25. Lastly, adjust the edge feather to the crop effect to 10. And there you have it. For advanced animation techniques with the progress bar, check out our next tutorial where I'm going to show you how to make progress bars like those. Thanks for watching and until next time. Today I'm going to show you how to customize your progress bar like this in Premiere Pro. In the previous tutorial, we've learned how to create and animate a progress bar like this. Today, we're taking it a step further by customizing the animation. Start by moving the progress bar layers up 2 layers on the timeline. Then, clear the Venetian Blinds effect from the first layer. Next, add 2 clips of your choice to the project panel. Apply the Track Matte key effect to both clips. Now, let's customize the progress bar. For the fill, select the first clip and change the matte to video 4 in the Effects Controls panel. For the stroke, select the second clip and change the video matte to 5. You can repeat these steps with different clips for unique fill and stroke effects like this. And there you have it. Thanks for watching and until next time. Today I'm going to show you how to make this jittery text effect in Premiere Pro. To begin, let's use the type tool to create text. Then, head to the Essential Graphics panel to adjust the size and alignment according to your preferences. Feel free to customize as much as you'd like. Next, navigate to the Effects panel and search for Turbulent Displacement. Apply this effect on the text layer. To achieve the freezing effect, navigate to the Effects Controls panel. Set the amount to 15 and the size to 20. Begin by creating a keyframe for evolution at the start. Then, move the playhead forward a couple of frames and adjust the value to 16 × 129. And then move the keyframe to the end of the text layer. You can further customize the amount, the size and the evolution to your liking. And there you have it. Thanks for watching and until next time. Today I'm going to show you how to make a rainbow text effect in Premiere Pro. Begin by adding a text layer to your project. Adjust the size and position as desired. In the Effects Controls panel, ensure that the fill color is enabled and set to white. Navigate to the Effects tab and search for 4 color gradient and apply it to the text layer. In the Effects Controls panel, customize the gradient points to create a rainbow effect using random colors. Adjust each gradient point to a different color to achieve a vibrant and dynamic look. Set the blending mode to multiply to blend the gradient with the text seamlessly. Apply the ProCamp effect from the Effects tab. ensure it's above the 4-color gradient effect in the layer stack. In the Effect Controls panel, adjust the hue over time to animate the rainbow effect. Set keyframes for the hue at the beginning and at the end of the clip to control the animation, with the start set at 0 and at the end set at 20x. Adjust the values of keyframes according to your preferences to achieve the desired speed and intensity for the rainbow effect. You can also uncheck fill and add a stroke for different appearance, allowing you to tailor the look of your project according to your preferences. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, and until next time. Today I'm going to show you how to make a countdown timer in Premiere Pro. In the project panel, click on the new item icon and select transparent video. Leave the default settings unchanged and click OK. Drag the transparent video from the project panel onto your timeline. Extend its duration to match the desired length of your countdown. In the effects panel, search for the timecode effect. Apply this effect to the transparent video. With the transparent video selected, navigate to the Effects Controls panel. Adjust the settings to remove the white dot and black box around the numbers. Then, increase the size to your liking. To display only minutes and seconds, apply the crop effect from the Effects panel. Click on the crop effect in the Effects Controls panel, and in the program monitor we will drag those two lines until we can see only minutes and seconds. Now, let's make a countdown timer count down instead of up. Right-click on the transparent video layer and select Nest. Confirm the default name and click OK. With the nested sequence selected, right-click and go to Speed and Duration. Enable Reverse Speed to make the timer count down. Adjust the position of the countdown timer as needed by clicking and dragging in the program monitor or adjusting the values in the Effects Controls panel. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, and until next time. Today I'm going to show you how to make end credits in Premiere Pro. To start, we need to create a new sequence in the project panel. Right-click and select New Item, Sequence, and make sure to match the settings to your movie sequence for consistency. Rename the sequence End Credits. Let's proceed by adding the text for our credits. Use the Type tool to generate text. For this tutorial, I've prepared a text in advance, which I will paste here. Feel free to adjust the font, the size, and the alignment to your liking. You can include as many credits as needed. If you wish to incorporate images with your credits, simply press here on New Layer, then From File, and choose your image. Once imported, resize and align the image as desired. The roll effect will automatically be applied to this image alongside the text layers. Now, deselect the layers by clicking on the blank space below. Now we can enable the roll effect. If we move the playhead to the start, we will see the text rolling smoothly. You can adjust the roll speed by making the graphic longer or shorter like this. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, and until next time.